What's good, everyone? It's your girl Nicole here, coming to you live. It's evening time where I am, and I was listening to Les Brown. I was listening to Les Brown, getting ready for the evening, and I was inspired to come on live and to share. We have new members that have joined the field, the temple, and I first want to big up and celebrate the new members the new goddesses that have come into this collective field, to celebrate and to join inside of the upcoming event of Unapologetically Vibrant. And this morning, I wanted to share a few things. Okay, so this morning, you never had one of those mornings when just everything goes topsy-turvy and it's just like, why? And I had that moment. It was topsy-turvy, and it wasn't at the same time, because there was moments, right? There was moments where it was just, it was in the flow. I woke up late. I had a half an hour before I had to be on a podcast call. And so I magically was able to pull myself together in 20 minutes, not my normal, and, show up and be present. And then right away I had to change my clothes and get into some leggings and sweats and go to my next meeting. Right? It was a morning of opposites. And then my social media would not work. It just would not work. I made this beautiful video, which if you see the post below, it starts off with a beautiful goddess walking at the beach. I made this beautiful video and I created it. I did the voiceover and the music and put on the music and everything, organized it. It took a while for me to do it, got it all done, and it would not post. I did everything. It would not post. And then on the way to where I had to go, it was just madness. It's crazy. People were pushing and shoving, and it's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Humanity, right? So you ever had one of those mornings? So it was like this. And then I came to a space where I was walking outside, and I was really thinking about the dualities and the polarities of the morning and how this attributes to the intention of this event. Unapologetically vibrant, what does that mean? And I feel like this is a byproduct of when we do the inner work, where we do the internal work. And my internal work comes from the womb space. My internal work comes from a goddess art practice that includes the arts, that includes movement, that it includes creativity. It includes the healing arts. It includes that deep dive into the soul. It includes that multidimensional approach. It includes that deep, deep self-reflection. And when I was talking on the podcast this morning, I was sharing about some of the gems. The question was, how did I get into the goddess arts? And quite simply, it was through how I got into it fully was through my womb clearing experience. And truthfully, I have always been into the goddess has always, had a place in my life, but it really didn't activate until I started going into my womb space. Going into my womb space and listening and investigating and journaling and dancing and crying and feeling and doing all the deep soul work, and through those layers uncovered, like this rose petal unfolded more and more and more insights and gifts that I didn't even know I had. And so when we talk about unapologetically vibrant, how this came about is, what is one of the byproducts of doing this deep soul work is that at some point that there is an alignment. There is an alignment of who you are, and there is no other way to be. Right? There's no other way to be in any space within anybody. Right? If you are if you are a mystic, a light worker, a human, whatever that you are so passionate about, that oozes through your vein and your pores and your breath, your words and everything, people are going to know. whether you consciously just be like that, whether you try to kind of keep it in a box, they're going to know something's different about you. They're going to know that this, like, you vibrate on a different frequency. I tried keeping this in a tight box. I tried to keep this contained. I tried because I know certain spaces that I was in, this work was not accepted. People didn't have time for it. And there was a stigma attached to it. And I kept quiet. Right? I kept quiet. I didn't say anything in certain spaces because I didn't want to have that. I didn't want to have to explain myself. I didn't want to have to deal with the judgments. I just didn't want to. So I kept it to myself. I kept myself in a box, but this was suppressing my soul. How many of you have been in any of those types of situations where you parts of you want to scream to be expressed, but you can't because of judgment, of stigma, of, other people's expectations, other people's, you worry about what other people will think. But it's the very people that we gravitate to are the ones that are unapologetic or like make a statement like, ooh, oh my gosh. Whether it's for good or for just plain stupidness. Right? Unapologetically vibrant. By the way, this is a title that came to me. It stems from many conversations and many spaces where I've held space for people. And one of the things that keeps coming up again and again and again and again is not wanting to shrink, is not wanting to hide, is not wanting to feel that you're not worthy or not valued, to feel like your creativity, your voice can be heard from a place of love. And I put this into context of when we're talking about being unapologetic, it's not from a place of ego. This is what it's not. Let's get clear on that. It is not from a place of ego. It is not from a place of control or hierarchy. It is not from a place of corrupted power. It is not from a place of I'm right, you're wrong. It is not from a place of not wanting to be a contribution to the betterment of consciousness, the betterment of humanity. It is not a place of I'm better. is not a place, being unapologetic is not from a place of selfishness that devalues another human. Being in a space of being unapologetically vibrant is really honoring and owning who you are, your soul gifts that you've been given, your healing gifts that you have, and being able to vibrate on a frequency and to hold your head high, to understand and know your boundaries, what you will stand for and what you won't stand for. To show up and be present, to claim your abundance, to claim yourself as the whoever you title yourself to be. And understand that other people's judgments are not your concern. That's their story. We don't have to take that on. And sometimes that's very, very hard to do because we're human. We feel things that don't feel good. We feel. So in this space, I've invited beautiful, amazing sisters who have said yes to this experience, all of who I know personally. I have handpicked these beautiful ladies. You're going to be learning about practices in sacred sexuality and self-care. You're going to be learning about diving into ancestry. You're going to be diving into awakening the dragoness, that dragon energy. You're going to be diving deep into the womb. You're going to be awakening the goddess. You're going to understand how your nervous system is an integral part of this journey of being unapologetically vibrant. I will share a bit more of my story, and in the spirit we'll have rituals, we'll have ceremonies. We will come together in community to move, to dance, to share, and to celebrate one another in a space where we can come together and really lift each other up and champion each other, to understand what it is for you. Because at the end of the day, it's about what you need, what you desire, how you desire to express it, how you desire to be, and the support that you desire and you require to help lift you up even more and to awaken those spaces within you, to awaken your channel so that you can be all the things be that vibrant human that you are, no longer tied to a story, no longer tied to an experience, no longer tied to any different beliefs, no longer tied to anything that is not in vibration or in your highest alignment for you. Okay? Right? This is your time. This is your time. I'm unapologetically going to be going to an event where I normally would wear heels. My knee is bothering me. I'm unapologetically going to be wearing my sneakers. I got my dress on. I got my earrings on. I got a beautiful dress on that usually I would not want to wear sneakers. I want to wear heels that complete the look. But right now, for the health of my knees and the longevity of my knees, at this particular time, I have to wear sneakers. And while at this particular event, to dress up would be the whole look. But I am unapologetically going to be wearing my sneakers. And that's okay. So I'd love for you all to share, and I'll do a separate post. What does being unapologetically vibrant mean to you? What does it mean to you today? What one action where it's just like, this is just the way that it's going to be? And I'm okay with that. So I'd love for you to share, post a video in this community. Let us know how you're doing. And we can't wait to journey with you next week. Wow, right? Next week. Next week it's happening. Tuesday. We're going to go live and we're going to go deep. And so if you have not already registered, I'm going to put the link in the comments. And bring a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to have a powerful gathering. And if you're not able to be there live, you can watch the replay. The replays will be available for a limited time. And there will be space for you to integrate and get support as things come up or breakthroughs happen. And we are here together as a community to support and to love on and celebrate one another. So I say thank you. Thank you. And I celebrate you for showing up as best as you can in your space of being unapologetically vibrant with love. Blessings, everyone. Bye.